Lunatics inside and outside the asylum. Today, our elected representatives have spent hours debating a ceasefire in Gaza. The Daily Telegraph's Dominic Penner set out exactly what it is they're so fiercely opposed on. Parliament will vote tonight on SNP demands for an immediate ceasefire, while the government has tabled an amendment urging an immediate humanitarian pause, and a Labour motion asks for a ceasefire that lasts and is observed by all sides. People's Front of Judea, anybody? But before the debate even got underway, the Labour Speaker, Sir Lindsay Hoyle, turned an already farcical situation into a downright pantomime. In an unprecedented move, Hoyle allowed an additional vote on the Labour amendment, saving his mate Keir Starmer from a rebellion. However, the show must go on. Here they all are, taking their moment to grandstand while saying the exact same thing. You vote for this lot.
For a pause now is so important.
Labour is saying unequivocally that we need an immediate humanitarian ceasefire.
We back an immediate ceasefire.
Oh, you didn't vote on any of it today, did you? After all that, Leader of the House, Penny Mordaunt, announced that the Tories will boycott the vote. Then, the SNP led the Conservatives in a mass walkout from the chamber. This is absolute pandemonium. Meanwhile, by the way, they all got paid with your money today. Cue the Speaker returning to make a grovelling apology.
I apologise for a decision that didn't end up in the place that I wished for.
But why is this happening? What are the real reasons, eh? Well, Mr Hoyle let the cat out of the bag, didn't he?
I was very concerned, I am still concerned, and that's why the meetings I've had today is about the security of members, their families and the people that are involved.
Oh, right, he's concerned about the safety of members of the House of Commons, is he? Oh, that's nice. What about us? He was concerned that politicians, particularly on the Labour benches, would have their security threatened by the pro-Palestine mob. That's why he wanted Labour MPs to be allowed to vote on their own amendment, is it? So that they could appease the extremists running riots in their constituencies? Well, the pro-Palestine movement has upended this country, dominated our political discourse ever since Hamas's unprovoked attack on October the 7th. We've just had to put up with it on the streets. These were the scenes outside Parliament tonight, ahead of the vote that never was. I went down there myself to gauge the mood on the ground. Now, what you're about to see is a combination of some people engaging in wild conspiracy theories, borderline anti-Semitism, some making quite good humanitarian points, but also a heck of a lot of anger.
Hamas was created by Israel, was created by Netanyahu, and has been played by Netanyahu. This whole thing has been orchestrated by Israel in order to carry out genocide, which they have wanted to do for years.
We don't talk to you. We don't talk to you. Please leave.
Okay.
Please leave.
I'm just asking.
Please leave. You cut out pieces that we say. No. You lie to us. You lie to the people. You don't reflect anyone's opinion. You are the biggest racist.
I'm asking your opinion.
Don't ask me for my opinion.
Politically, I don't think it's got anything to do with politics. It's to do with humanity. And everybody should be wanting a ceasefire. Yeah. A genocide is happening. We are witnessing it in front of the world. None of these people represent us. Even the leader of the opposition doesn't work for us.
Okay. All right, brilliant.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? And what's going on?
I'm Palestinian. I want to see a ceasefire. I vote for a ceasefire. Do you know what they've just said? And I've literally been listening to it. The MPs are now coming out and saying that they are being forced and pressured into voting certain ways because they're trying to protect their jobs. In what world is that a democracy? Do we not have freedom of choice? Is that not an MP's role to reflect the constituents that it represents? So when the West goes in and they tell the Palestinians that we're bringing freedom and liberation to you, that's not freedom and liberation. We don't even have it here. How are they going to give it to Palestine?
Yes, so he did give me his view in the end. There was a heck of a lot more of that as well, which we'll be putting out on social media later on. It's a sad indictment of the state of this country that the Speaker of the House of Commons is having to make decisions out of fear. Yet again, we won't address the main issue, will we? We will blame it on everything else. We now have mob rule in Britain today, some of whom are convinced that there was some kind of conspiracy theory taking place so that Israel could go on and commit a mass act of genocide. And they're absolutely fine to say that from a group of people who don't disagree with them. Our parliament fell to the mob today, and this will get worse before it gets better. Extremists have won.